Hey everyone, Ted Yoho here in Florida's 3rd Congressional District. We have over 120,000 veterans that I'm proud to represent. These brave men and women are the reason our flag flies and nobly and honorably protect our freedoms from those who seek to take them away. My daughter serves in the Coast Guard and I couldn't be prouder. The United States of America has the most formidable military in the world, not because of our technology or weaponry, but because of the brave men and women who fill her ranks. I know that veterans are understandably concerned about the effects the recent budget vote will have on their pensions. Hopefully I can clear things up for you and explain my rationale for voting the way that I did. Simply put, Congress legislating without stability and planning hurts both veterans and our military readiness. We cannot continue on our current course. It will harm both our ability to defend ourselves in addition to having federal pensions on an unsustainable course. For as long as I've been in Congress, and well before that, the United States budgetary process has been operating under what's called a continuing resolution. A continuing resolution is basically a rubber stamp on current spending. Rubber stamp spending has caused our trillions of dollars of debt. Having an actual budget process ends this and gives the military the ability to forecast and spend your dollars more efficiently. Regarding the effects this budget has on veterans, first let me say that I, along with a number of my colleagues, push for clarification to ensure that pension changes has no effect on disabled veterans. Leadership in both the House and the Senate have agreed, and I expect that clarification to move forward. There is a reduced increase to COLAs for working age veterans. However, at the age 62, the full COLA will come back and pensions go to where they would have been had the full COLA been in effect from the start. While I would prefer working age veterans were not affected, modest reforms to federal pensions are needed to keep the program sustainable so that veterans of all ages can rely on it. I'm also a co-sponsor of legislation that would repeal the portion of the budget that affects veterans' pensions and offsets those costs by stopping fraudulent IRS payments to folks who are here illegally. This is a common sense reform that would stop billions of fraudulent payments and putting that money towards shoring up veterans' pensions and making them sustainable. A similar amendment was blocked by the Senate Majority Leader, Harry Reid, but my colleagues and I intend to move forward and call for this common sense change. Regarding that point, I believe Congress should abide by the laws that they pass. For that reason, I'm working on legislation to apply similar pension changes to all federal employees, including members of Congress and the administration. I'm willing to make cuts to my own pension to make the programs more sustainable for all. A stable budget process stops reckless current spending, ensures military readiness, and makes sure that veterans' pensions are on a sustainable course so that money is available for all veterans. As soon as my legislation gets introduced, we can also make sure members of Congress and administration do their part to keep your pension program sustainable. Our Constitution is clear. Article 1, Section 9, Clause 7 states, "No money shall be drawn from the U.S. Treasury, but in consequence of appropriations made by law." Continuing resolutions take away from that intended process. We are presently at $17 trillion in debt, which CRs rapidly add to the growing debt. By getting back to the regular budgetary process, we can start turning the tide to common sense spending. This was a tough vote, knowing it could affect the many veterans who have dedicated and sacrificed much to protect our great nation, their families including my daughter. I made a vote that I felt was best not just for the 3rd Congressional District and our veterans, but also for our nation. Because if we do not get back to the regular order, which is the regular budget process, our financial situation will continue to worsen. Hopefully I've shed some light on why I voted the way I did. I respect our veterans and am thankful for their service to our great nation. This budget protects military readiness and ensures future viability for veterans' pensions in the long term. A stable budgeting process stops rubber stamp spending and puts spending back in the hands of Congress, not the President. And if you have any further questions, feel free to call my office at 202-225-5744, or if you're in the Orange Park area, come on down to the Thrasher Horn Conference Center on Friday, January 17th for a special town hall on this topic. Doors open at 6 p.m. Hope to see you there. Take care.